friends, we just saw some more Forza Horizon 5 gameplay, and this was actually clearly the beginning of the game. That is right, my friends. We got to see what the beginning of the whole game is going to be like, and actually we got the least talking over the footage that I've ever seen, and I'm going to now ruin that by telling you what you may have missed in this video. Be sure to smash like and subscribe if you are new, and of course I'm going to be covering Horizon 5 like crazy when it launches very, very soon now. Anyway, so this is clearly the introduction to the game. They do these big, sprucey, like, oh my god, craziness intros on Forza Horizon games. And this is clearly the latest one. Super, super cool. Dropping vehicles, cars out of planes is always pretty sick. We know this, and they're going crazy with it. They're not dropping one, they're dropping multiple cars throughout the world. And this gives you a real introduction as to what the game is, where it's located, the surroundings, the area, the location, the cars. Everything about the game is given to you. It's like a little tease here, a little tease there, and it basically all comes together to introduce us to the next Horizon game. Of course, we start out with the Bronco, which is perfect for just exploration. There's going to be a lot of exploration in this game, and clearly Ford. I'm actually currently at Gamescom with Ford, with Team Fordzilla. By the way, I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow, so make sure you check that out on the Fordzilla link below. But the Bronco, it is awesome to see it. I don't know, a couple of new people that are going to be getting it. A lot of people actually picking up this Bronco. I think it's super cool. Anyway, carrying on with the actual gameplay, it's sick. So many different vehicles, so many different experiences in the beautiful world of Mexico, and of course, fantastic music. We get an idea of what the music list is going to be like. A lot, obviously, Mexican-based music. And actually, I have to really compliment the voice acting. I think this is the best job they've done. I think usually the voice acting is a bit hit or miss in a Forza game, but they've definitely gone for like authentic voices in this one, which is super, super cool. And of course, not only do we get to see the Bronco, we get to see a whole bunch of the cars, and of course we got to see the cover, which you'll see on the thumbnail of this video, which is fantastic. It's the Bronco and the AMG Project 1, which is just, it's a cool combination. Not, of course, I completely always forget that there's usually 2 or so cars on the cover of a Horizon game. I just completely forgot about it. I don't know why. It's always the case. They always have a car jumping over or something. It gives you an idea of what they're going for in this game. And of course, exploration is going to be a huge part of this version of the game. Forza Horizon 5, clearly in Mexico, lots of different landscapes. As you're seeing throughout this gameplay, there's just so much to it that I honestly, for the first time ever, I think my favorite thing I'm looking forward to the most in a Forza Horizon game is actually the exploration. Never before has exploration been on the forefront of my mind. Of course, the map has never really been huge, but this map obviously is the biggest map they've ever done. And of course, in the crew is something I did very, very similar. Built myself a big off-road rig, go exploring, and of course, there's a bunch of Baja vehicles being added to the game, which are totally gonna make you want to explore this beautiful Mexican world. This world they have crafted with more space than there has ever been. I'm so excited. Of course, they usually show this at E3, the introduction of the game, and we get to play it and experience it. And normally by now they're like, right, the demo is dropping next week. I miss those days, don't you? Demos. What times we lived in when we could have a free test of a game before you purchased it. Now, again, jumping back through I say from this trailer, my favorite thing is actually learning that the drum and bass is actually sounding pretty sick. Again, I'm like old, but I hear some drum and bass, and for a racing game, there isn't really a much better fit. I guess you get the hip hop side of things, but the drum and bass, both those, that's like the ultimate racing game soundtrack. And Forza always does a good job with the soundtrack, and of course it's good to see even more of that carrying on with Forza Horizon 5. I'm just super excited to jump into this game. We're actually super close. Like, I was thinking about it, we're really not that far away. It was a couple of months at the most when it seemed like we first obviously saw it at E3, we really, it felt like it was going to be so long. November, that's so far away, like, compared to the September normally release date. Normally, we would be playing the game like next week, but no. We've got to wait till November this time, but honestly, it's looking like the extra time they took for development and the extra time, even the extra couple of months they're spending to get the game dialed has been super helpful to just creating this incredible game that, of course, we are all going to be jumping on, whether on PC, whether on Xbox, and of course playing through all the Xbox consoles. Something that I found super interesting, Microsoft announced that you'll be able to stream from your console soon. So the xCloud, I tried it out, I made a video on it. It might have improved, but ultimately, I wonder if we can play the Xbox Series X version of the game on the standard base Xbox One with this feature. I know that's totally possible. Why would they give the worst version if you were streaming on one of those consoles? So it could actually be better to stream it, and of course if you purchase it already on Game Pass or you play it through Game Pass, you don't have to buy it again, you just get to try and stream it. I think that's definitely worth a go. I think I'm going to do some experimenting, exploring into that, because it makes sense to me. I don't know why you wouldn't give it a go, because then you get to play it without buying the new generation of consoles, and that, you saved yourself a ton of money right there. Pretty smart, eh? Pretty smart. And of course, the end of this clearly gives us the AMG Project One, which just blows my mind away every time I see it. And the way this thing flies, what I love is they dropped every other vehicle from the plane. The AMG, they were like, no, what we should do is put it on the ground. Like, do it sensibly, because Mercedes might not want it dropping out of the sky. They played it safe, and fairly so. It's not like an SUV or anything like we've been dropping out of the sky recently, and of course the Porsche for the off-road. A lot of off-road in this game. I think ultimately what they're trying to show is there's going to be a lot of off-road, and of course they're trying to show a lot of variation in the vehicles, but ultimately there's going to be a lot of off-road. Now, there was some extra gameplay that they showed on a stream afterwards, which of course you're going to be able to see during my ramblings right now. They got to they showed off some extra brand new cars, and of course, let me know down in the comments what car still have we not seen that you really want in the game. Of course, there's plenty to love. I'm just super excited to finally be able to drive the Mark V Supra with my manual shifter and swap a 2J in it. It needs to be done. I keep saying that, but ultimately that's the first thing I really want to do. I want to build that car, and of course we have the C8 Corvette as well, which again is another car on my list that I just really love. Anyway, of the cars that they showed, what's your favorite? And of course, what of the cars that they haven't shown do you hope is in the game? And if not, Forza always launches with a season pass, like a pass to basically give you access to the cars that they release over the time, or they give you the car packs as an option. So it's going to be pretty obvious that they're going to do that for this game. It's always been the Forza way, and of course if you get the season pass, you get the map expansions as well. Or is it the car pass? I'm wrong. There's two. There's different ones, right? That's how they did it. I think. I'm going to have to remember. But of course, if you get the Ultimate Edition, you get all the stuff included, as per usual, I should hope. I'm now like contradicting myself, but usually anyway, ultimately there's going to be extra cars into the game, of course. If your favorite car isn't quite shown or it's not in the game, there is still a chance, my friends. There is a car pass, and they do add more cars to the game through the festivals as well. I imagine that's going to continue back to the style as it was, where there's going to be 3 or 4 cars each month added to the game. And of course, hopefully they've worked on the balancing a little bit there. But of course, that's just stuff we need to talk about in the future. Right now, we're talking about the fact they've shown us some extra gameplay. They did a fantastic job at Gamescom, and I'm super happy with what we have here. Alright, thanks so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Are you picking it up? Do you not have a platform to play it on? But if not, use the app, stream it, give it a go, test it. Even if it's not great for streaming, The quality, at least you get to experience it without buying a PC, without buying an Xbox. I think it makes sense to give this a go. No matter what, no matter where you are, no matter what platform you play on. PlayStation, don't worry. Stream it on your phone, tablet, whatever. Anyway, be sure to smash like, my friend. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time, can you tell I'm not? Peace.